Hi Bethel, Pastor Cary coming to you again, this time not from my kitchen table, but from your church. And this Sunday, we are having service here for the first time in a while, and so I'm almost giddy. I'm so excited that we get to be together. If you'll let me just for a few moments give you some instructions, the governor has come out with some suggestions that he would like to see in our churches. The district office has also come out with suggestions that are in line with that. So if you'll just give me a second, I want to encourage you in a couple of different things. We will have one service this Sunday at 10:45, like we normally do. We will not have classes. We will not have kids' church. Everybody will meet together in the main sanctuary. We'll open the doors at 10:30. That will give you, if you'd like to fellowship, the governor's asked that we fellowship outside, and I know you'll do that. And so you're welcome to fellowship outside to 10:30. Then we'll open the doors and give you 15 minutes to come in and get seated and find a place to sit. At the entries of both doors, we'll have a sanitation station. Really what that is that's just a place where you can come and there'll be Germex there. You can wash your hands. There'll be signs on the door that just ask you a couple, if you have symptoms of COVID, fever, something like that, to not come. You can watch it via Facebook Live. There will be, so you've gotten the gist of it, that kids will be in church with us, and that's true. So don't fear, don't worry. Remember, no matter how loud your child might get, I've got a microphone and I'm louder. So, but if you do feel like your child, you want to take them out, they just get a little restless, we'll leave the fellowship hall open. Pastor Steve and the media team is going to set it up to where you can view the service from back there on the screen. You'll have plenty of room for your child to kind of to get themselves back together again. Then you're welcome to come back into service. So please, if you'll hear my heart, will you please come to church with your, even if you, I know that some of you with small children think, I won't get anything out of it. But it's one of the ways that one of the best ways that kids learn how to be in church is by sitting with you and watching you. When they watch you pray, when they watch you praise and watch you worship God, it is so powerful, and we know you know that, but I want to encourage you, even if you have small children, go ahead and come as well. We've rearranged the seating. As you can see, we've gone out and this both ways. That is to keep social distancing. The governor asked that we still honor the 6-foot social distancing. We've tried to arrange our chairs so that we can do that. We've staggered them. We've got different pods or clusters together. If you'll sit with your family, whether it's big or small, we've kind of made chairs to where there's some longer rows and some smaller rows. There's pods of 2, there's pods of 6 and 7, but if you'll sit with your family, he's asked us to do that as well. Mask will be, if you'll wear a mask for all of those that come, we'll try to have a mask here that if you don't have one that you can use as well. But we've asked anybody over age 10 would wear a mask. Let me say that again. Anybody over the age of 10 would wear a mask. So parents, for your young children, they don't have to have a mask. The governor's asked us to have no contact. Now, I don't think he knew what he was asking when he knew about Bethel. If he would have known about Bethel, because we shake hands, we hug, we high five, we are so glad to see each other. And that's what I love about you, is that you love to see each other and that you're so excited. But the governor's asked that we minimize our contact. Now, let me say this. If somebody doesn't hear this and they come to church and they come up and hug me, I'm going to bear hug them. I'm going to hug them. If they want to shake my hand, I'm going to shake their hands, because I do understand what he's saying. But I also want to know that for those that don't, we're not going to police that by any means. So, but if you'll do that, our altar time as well. Normally, at the end of a service, we come together and pray together. We won't have that particular time to minimize the exposure, but we'll still have an altar time as well. Our offering, we won't have an offering time. We will have an offering box in the back. You can bring your offering. And let me tell you this, Miss Melanie keeps up with our books wonderfully, and you have been so faithful to give throughout this whole time. It's almost astounding to me how faithful you've been to give. And most of you give by PayPal. You're welcome to continue to do that. But if not, we'll have an offering box in the back. When the service is over, as we exit the church, exit the service, of course you can go out the double glass doors on the sides. We'll also open the door right here over by the stage. That way you can exit out there, and that'll help us all to exit as quickly as we can. We will sanitize after the service, of course. We've still been cleaning the church, and Miss Pam's doing a great job. She's been doing some deep cleaning, getting some things done that she can't normally do during the regular course of life. If you are not able to make it to our service and you just feel like that you just are not able to come, we'll still Facebook Live our service. So you can watch it there. Also, hopefully, we'll have it on YouTube as well. If you're not really a big Facebook person, we can YouTube it. Some way we'll get it to where you can watch it from the comfort of your own home. Wednesday night, the Wednesday after that, we'll have a youth service. Our youth will come together, share just like they normally do. We will not have kids classes as we normally do, but just our youth will meet. Remember, this is phase one. And phase one, as things begin to get back to normal, the governor will come and give other phases. So these are probably the most stringent suggestions that they'll give, and they'll lighten up to where we can get back to having church as we normally do. So I want to encourage you once again, just those few things that if you can be mindful of, but more than anything, if you'll come. More than anything, if you'll come. There's something about when we get together, and the one thing that I've learned is when we don't get together, there's something that's missing in each one of our lives. And so I just want to say that if you'll, by all means, bring your children, come if you're able to, physically able to. If you're not, join us through Facebook Live. But I'm looking forward to seeing you again come this weekend. One service at 10:45 here at Bethel, and it'll be a great time. So God bless you today. I pray that you have a great day today. Have a great week, and I'll see you Sunday.